starting out by saying something I said last week, and that is, what is consciousness? And we said consciousness is being aware of what is. And that's kind of hard to sometimes get your mind around that. But then I also talked about the consciousness is also the observer observing what is, and it's the observed, the person, you are the observer, and that's where the consciousness lies. So what I want to open this up with, and that is the fact that we raise our consciousness by observing from within. Remember we talked about how as humans we want to project everything out here. But really everything is happening inside of us. And as we are observing ourselves, observing the world, that is where our consciousness lies. Because at that point we get to decide how it is we want to create and manifest what it is that we experience. It's almost like going to the amusement park and you get to decide on which ride you want to go on. That's the way life is, you know. Now, we talking about observing, I brought with me a mirror. And I don't know if you've ever spent any time. What's the matter? Oh, well, that's yet to come. So you all have spent some time looking in the mirror, I'm sure, yourself. And the question is, are you really seeing yourself, or what are you really seeing? What would you say?
You're seeing your image.
Are you really seeing yourself?
Mental
I mean,
projection.
there's a lot of different things. We could say, well, what we're actually seeing is actually all in our brain. It's all inside our head. If you get into the mechanics of how that works, you know, it could be simple and just say, well, all I'm really seeing is my reflection. I'm not really seeing me. Some people are very uncomfortable looking at themselves in the mirror. Some people adore themselves as they look into the mirror. But being the observer, that's where the fun comes in. And the mirror is a magical device, in a sense, because we do get to see ourselves in ways that we don't see ourselves otherwise. And so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going beyond the mirror. And this is a knife, as you just noticed. A knife can be used to do damage. A knife can be used to do good. A surgeon's knife can heal, and in the hands of a violent person, it can do a great deal of damage. And it's the same thing with the observation of what we're talking about today. Consciousness can do the exact same thing. Let that sink in. So what I'm going to be giving you today.
I can't with a knife in your hand.
You gotta speak up.
You're waving the knife around, I can't hear a word you're saying.
Oh yeah, isn't that funny how some people respond that way?
Yeah,
But,
he still can't hear you.
I can't.
If you want him to hear you, you have to put the knife down.
What do you say?
But what we're going to be doing with the Enneagram, and what we discussed starting with last week on the consciousness, is we're going to be going through the mirror. We're going to go past the mirror. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm a magician. These are just tricks. They look pretty good, don't they?
Good job.
We're going to be going past the mirror. And so the point is, you may say, how can you go through that? Well, it's an illusion, folks. It really is an illusion. And we are going to go past what we've currently observed of ourselves. And that's what the Enneagram has already begun to do in your life. Those of you who know your types now and begin to read on this, you've already begun to understand what that is all about. And that's the beauty of the Enneagram, because it does reveal some things about yourself that you may or may not have known. Okay? And this is exciting, because as I said earlier, you get to decide what ride you're going to go on and how fast, how high, and that's the cool thing about it. So here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Shelley's put her arms in there. She's gonna. I could never do that on a roller coaster. Not me. Not me. I'm like. Okay.